So, hi there everybody, great to be with you all again. It's the Saturday live stream. Bogdan, so let's see. Next stream on Tuesday 22nd of April at 10 a.m. It's pouring with rain here now, and has been raining for several days now. So hi to Bogdan, welcome. Hi to Dawit, hi to Julia, hi to Manisco, hi to Nard, hi to Ronan, hi to Victoria, and hi to Vitali. Lovely to see you all. Hi to Lando as well, great to have you. So let's try this. Let's go straight into it. No, I'm in Spain. I'm in Spain. It's pouring with rain here in northern Spain. So here we go. Antisocial network. Health risks of love-hate friends. So let's go for it. Hi Renyard, lovely to see you as well. And to Lando. So around half our acquaintances may be frenemies, and they could have a surprising impact on your psychological and physical, says David Robson. Wipe up and wipe off. Something's on the surface and you wipe off. It's but wipe up means to clear, to clean. There may be for example, spilled milk on the table that you wipe up, but you wipe off something that's written on it. So well done Vitali, who goes for well-being. So does Peter and Lando. Greetings Capital General. Well-being for Bogdan. And physical state of mind. Yes, it works, Renyard. Hi White Stripes. Well-being for Julia. Physical, mental health, but we've already got your psychology. Physical. So, hi Sid. Frenemy is a portmanteau. Yes, well-being. Health and safety. Your physical health and safety. So, physical well-being. Your well-being. It's your well-being. Physical state of mind is an oxymoron. Yes. Okay, so your psychology and your physical well-being. Yeah, your physical well-being. Okay, so let's go for the next one. I have a problem. I have friends I love to hate. My frenemies, as they're known. And they could be my health. And they could be my health. Damaging from Captain General. Damaging, good word, definitely. Influence, impacting, worsening, downgrading, deteriorating, all good from White Stripes. Worsening I like, Lando. Detrimental to my health. They could be impacting on Victoria, yes. Osho. I've not read Osho, but I have listened to several interviews with Osho. Osho's quite interesting. Osho is a guru. Affecting, says Vitali. Affecting, says Bogdan. Debilitating, says Dawit. Disadvantageous to, says Peter. Hi Patricia. Hi Patricia, lovely to see you, P. Affecting, says Julia. Exacerbating. But you need to exacerbate something that's already bad. Negatively impacting on. They could be affecting my health. Aggravating definitely works, Vitali. Destroying is good as well. They could be affecting my health. Impairing. They could be impairing my health. Yes, impairing that would certainly work, Victoria. So, don't get me. I love these people. It's just me crazy. I don't know, Patricia. YouTube doesn't seem to love me much at the moment. Very good now. Don't get me. I think you mean started, but yes. So, very good for nah. Well done, nah. Don't get me wrong. Well done, Julia. Well done, Bogdan. Wrong, and they drive me crazy from White Stripes. Don't get me started. They drive me crazy. Don't get me wrong. So wrong for Victoria. Wrong for Vitali. They drive me crazy for Julie. They drive for Bogdan. Wrong and drive for Peter. Wrong and drive for Renyard. Wrong and drive for Patricia. Yes, you're with us, P. They make me crazy. Yeah, they make me crazy. They drive me crazy. Wrong and crazy for Julia. They drive me crazy for Na. They drive for Vitali. Don't get me wrong. Don't misunderstand me for Sid. Hi Manu, lovely to see you. Don't get me wrong, I won't. They drive me nuts. Absolutely, Rainyard. They're compromising my mental health. Compromising is a good word. Yeah, they drive me crazy. It's considered okay to drive someone nuts, definitely. They treat me as if I was crazy. Hi Chaya, lovely to see you. They drive me up the wall. Don't get me wrong. So don't misunderstand me. Okay, don't get me wrong. Don't misunderstand me. I love these people. It's just that they drive me crazy. Okay. The worst of my friends is vain, delusional, and every conversation with barely insults. Now this one's a lot harder, Victoria. The worst of my friends is vain, delusional, and every conversation with barely insults. And I see every conversation. The subject is about toxic, about bad friends, about frenemies, and conflict without doesn't work either. Conflict doesn't work. This one's tricky. And derails, very good, with barely damaging insults. Okay, so derails I like, barely damaging no. And finishes every conversation with barely covered. Covered is very good for the second one, Renyard. Barely veiled insults. Barely concealed insults. Barely tolerable. It works as well, Peter. With barely any. Poorly hidden insults. Yes. Barely veiled and derails every conversation. I like derails for the first one. Is the best. Okay, the first one is a word meaning fills in lots of different places. First one is very, very difficult. With and finishes every. Okay, this first one needs to be a verb. Affiliated. And barely hidden insults. That's good, Manisko. That's the idea. Yes, I'm getting your answers, Patricia. With barely no insults. No. Dominates, good word. Well done, Victoria. Poisons. Poisons is very good. Okay, and seats. And punctuates. Punctuates is a very good word. Very often, let's see, I'm trying to find, and ruins every conversation. Okay, look at this. The worst is vain, delusional, and peppers every conversation with barely concealed insults. So they're definitely ice creams to hand out here. Who was this with concealed? It was okay, Patricia with concealed veil. There was someone else as well. Okay, I think concealed. The first concealed is Patricia, who's going to get the ice cream. Well done, Patricia. Barely covered insults. Covered is very good. Barely concealed. Concealed for Victoria as well. An ice cream for Victoria there. So well done, Victoria and Patricia. Well done, both of you. And riddles. Riddles is a really good word as well. Yes, it was you, Patricia. A good book to improve your vocabulary. Boof. Anything that you enjoy reading. You see, I'd recommend something like Brave New World, but covers. What is peppers? So you put pepper on it. To pepper is to put lots and lots of little bits. The journalists peppered me with questions. The building was peppered with gunshots. Punctuates was a very decent shout. Yes, very definitely. No, spruces up, no. To pepper, to fill with little bits of. You take the pepper and you shake the pepper on your food and little bits come out. I pepper my English with mistakes. That's very good. Clarissa by Samuel Johnson. That's a very nice one. Ha. Me importa un pimiento. Yes, Manu. Because the rump will get too chubby. No one can start with just reading Wikipedia in English. Peppers was the hardest yet. To bombard. Yes, that's very good. To pepper. To fill with. Yeah. It's Alex L. Welcome. Welcome, Alex. Lovely to have you. Okay, so peppers every conversation with barely concealed insults. And he would ask me about my news. To start yawning exaggeratedly. To sprinkle. Yes, sprinkle is good. Think about the reporters peppering somebody with bombarded. Bombarded is a good word as well, Dawit. He would ask me about my news. Well done, Yuri. Only for Yuri, only to start for keyword, only for white stripes, only two for Alex. Just works as well, Lando. Only to start. Very good, Patricia. So as to, I guess it could, so as to might work as well. Just to start. Yes, Victoria. Just for Peter as well, just to start. So he would ask me about my news only to start yawning. Well done, Typhoon. So I think Eton mess for Yuri for the first one in there with only. Okay, so he would ask me about my news only to start. Technically, some people believe insults spice up any conversation. Only to start yawning. It depends if people take them seriously. Boring, he would then, in a fake Valley Girl accent. On the West Coast, this, acceptable. but this was London. He would sigh. Sigh is a great word. Exclaim, I love, from Bogdan and Alex as well. Say and might. He would then say in a fake valley, go, this, well done Lando. Exclaim from Manu. Might, well done Alex. This might be, good Manisco. Expostulate is a good word. Would as well, this would be acceptable. Might be acceptable. Then proceeds to speak. Would then gossip in a fake valley act. Would mimic, but no, not mimic in a fake valley accent. He would mimic a fake valley accent. This would be acceptable. He yelled in a fake accent. This might be acceptable. This would be. Very good, all of you. So yeah, he would squeal. I love squeal. He would interject in a fake valley accent on the west coast. This may be acceptable. Okay, I think this is the San Fernando Valley in Los Angeles it's referring to. And the rich people who live in that area. It sounds trite, but this would leave me for days. Expostulate. Yes, Patricia, definitely. It sounds trite, but this would leave me speechless. Good word, Vitali. Incapacitated, baffled, speechless. It's more talking about angry. Prostrate, lying down, stunned, I quite like. Vengeful. Trite. Easy to say, glib. Something that you might find in a bad book. Leave me fuming for days. Fuming is the best one yet. Leave me standing. Leave me angry. No. Leave me miffed. Yes. Leave me annoyed. Yes. Fuming's the best answer yet, definitely. Furious. Exasperated is a good word. Enraged is a good word. Furious. Puzzled for Chaya. Infuriated. Irritated. Boiling. Reeling is a good word as well. Passive aggressive. Aggravated. Seething. Very angry. Seething. To seethe. Okay, this would leave me seething from unapologetic. Seething. Yes. Yes, Patricia. Seething. Well done, Patricia. Really angry. Leave me seething. It would leave me absolutely furious. To seethe for days. Yet when, after years of frustration, up the courage, high Slipknot, up the courage to cool things, I was with a perverse feeling of guilt and remorse over all the good that's beginning to slip away too. So, muster up, I love. Pluck up, well done, Vitali. I'd summoned, good word, Kilgiri. Welcome, Kilgiri. To muster, I was overcome. Muster and overcome. Good words, White Stripes. Boiling. For the previous one, yes. Pluck up, good Patricia. I'd pluck up courage. I'd summoned up courage. Plucked up. This is I had. I had seized courage. I was overcome with a perverse feeling. I love it. Work up the courage. It definitely works, keyword. I'd filled myself. Yes, I can see your comments, Nad. I can see your comments in the chat. I'd gathered up the courage is a good word. Slipknot. I was trapped. I was filled, was transversed. I was left with, yes. Left for Vitaly and Kilgiri and Victoria. Was left with, was tortured with a perverse feeling. No, I had. Okay. Okay, I had when after years of frustration, I was left. Well done. So, plucked up, first answer from Vitaly there very clearly, but various of you as well. I had plucked up the courage to cool things, to reduce the relationship. I was left with a perverse feeling of remorse. To pluck up courage, to gather. It means to pick up. But normally to pluck up courage is one phrase in itself, to become brave. I plucked up the courage to ask the girl to come out with me. I plucked up the courage to steal from the supermarket. It's to gather your courage and your strength. So, but and really, good white stripes, but for Vitaly, but for Bogdan, object of for Manisko, yes. I pluck up all the grammar I know in order to give answers here. Yes, I guess you could. The object of his jokes, the butt of his jokes. Minerva, good afternoon. The scapegoat of his jokes. I think that works as well. I quite like it. The posterior, the butt of his joke. He could be veritably funny. Translating from their own language is the biggest mistake. Just think in English. Okay, the butt of, yes, Patricia, the butt. He could be genuinely funny. He could be rather funny. I like that rather from Peter. That's very good. Genuine. Outrageously funny. He could be really funny. Pluck, bring, call, summon, get, drum up the courage. Good. He could be uncomfortably funny. He could be somewhat. He could be incredibly. So the victim, the butt. He could be quite funny. That's the closest answer yet, Victoria. And Reynard. Pretty funny. Well done, Reynard. Ice cream for Reynard. When I wasn't the butt of his jokes, he could be pretty funny. Well done, Reynard. Pretty funny. That was the answer. So ice cream for Reynard there. When I wasn't the butt, the objective of his jokes, the target of his jokes, he could be very funny. I've discovered that these friendships are beginning to serious attention from psychologists, but objective, the butt of his jokes, the objective of his jokes. Garner, that's the word I wanted to use as well. Attract from Alex. Yes. To gain, gain is a good word as well. 3 good words to start with. Garner, attract, gain. Attract from Peter, draw from Reynard, draw from keyword, draw from Vitaly, to attract from Bogdan, attract from Julia, gather from Lando, to grab, yes, from Chaya, grab definitely, to draw from Yuri, yes, to join, not to join, to attract, yes, Patricia. So, ice creams for those of you who want to attract. To usher. That's normally to usher in, to welcome in. Not quite. It's a nice try, Bogdan, but no. To grab attention. To engage. Good word, Manisko. To warrant. Warrant's a good word as well. Kilgrill. object of ridicule definitely fits. The butt of ridicule. To attract serious attention. To merit's a good word. They even have a technical for it. Ambivalent relationship. Term. Yes, for White Stripes. Term for Powerhead. Term for Vitaly. Term for Alex. Term for Bogdan. A technical glitch. A glitch is a problem. Something that's not working quite right, Julia. A technical appellation. Yes, White Stripe. Technical term. Technical word. But ambivalent relationships is too. Cyanosia of... for the previous one. Yes, the cynosure of his jokes. It works, Patricia. The cynosure of his jokes. Term, a technical term, a technical description. Good, Peter. Technical definition for Nan. Term for Renyard, Victoria, and Patricia. Name, yes, Yuri, exactly. Name, a technical description of it. A technical term. Unfortunately, it's more than one word, though, White Stripes. Okay, they even have a technical term for it. According to Julianne Holt Lundstad at Brigham Young University in Utah, on average, about half our social of people we both love and hate. I think cynosure works though, Patricia. A collocation which is also an alliteration. Ambivalent relationships. Of our social modus vivendi. I think that actually works. Of our social personal perceptions. Victim, object, subject, recipient, laughing stock. That's very good. Thank you, Slipknot. Social circle is full of. Very, very, very good, Nad. That's the idea. Circle consists of. Very good, White Stripes. Very good, Alex. Social networks consist of. Very good, Dawit. Circle is. Yes, Lando. Social ties consist of. That's very good, Victoria. Social circle consist of. Encounters of our social encounters consist of people. Yes, Peter. Social circle is made up of. Very good, Vitaly. Yes, thank you for that Slipknot. Interactions consist of. Good, Patricia. Half of our social network consists of. Society. Our social society. Yes, Chaya. Okay, so our social network consists of people. Some ice cream for White Stripes, very definitely. Yes, yes, you got that absolutely right, White Stripes. It's rare to someone who doesn't have one ambivalent relationship. Circle. Then just the one ice cream, White Stripes. It's rare to see at least good Nad, good Vitaly, good Alex. Not ice cream with crazy people. At least for Nad, yes. Meet and least for White Stripes. To witness and least. Yeah, I think witness works as well, Lando. To find at least for Bogdan, at least for Alex, to meet at least for Peter, to meet for Manu, to encounter for Dawit, encounter for Bogdan, to see at least for Reynard, to find at least for Powerhead, to join, no, to encounter at least, okay, to encounter for Patricia, to see for Victoria, to encounter, to come across for keyword, at least for Patricia, meet for Bogdan, find for Chaya. It's rare to encounter. Well done those of you with encounter. Their ice creams are those who used encounter. At least one ambivalent relationship, she says. To come across. Have at least, yes, to encounter, to come across. At minimum, that's the idea, Powerhead. And that, a more serious concern than it first appears. Should be, I like should. Should works quite nicely. Might, yes, Nad. Might. And that better be. That had, you're going to need a D there somewhere, white stripes. So to say the least, I'm getting warmed up. That might for Vitali, may for white stripes, might for Lando, might for Julia, might for Victoria, might for Manu, might for Bogdan. That could be. Yes, Patricia. Maybe for Manu. That would be. Could be, yes. Might, could, says Alex. Yes. And you're starting to know with me now that these may and mights, that appears to be, I like appears to be Peter. I'm inclined to write might instead of may, and look, it is may. Might for Reynard. Okay, so that might be a more serious concern than it first appears. Holt Lundstadt's work suggests that frenemies could be more damaging than people you actively well done, Victoria. Okay, why not would in the previous one? And that would be because that, if you say that would be, you're saying that this is definitely true, and this hasn't been proven to be true, and that is more serious, a more serious concern. That would be, but we haven't proved it yet. So even more damaging. Even for Manu, far more damaging. You positively hate. You actually hate. Could be actually more damaging. Severely more damaging. That you actively... I'm lost here. Openly hate. Okay, so what was the name of the technical name of the relationship of these frenemies? Far more damaging. That looks potentially more damaging. Even more damaging for Chaya. Certainly more damaging for Vitali. Unabashedly hate. You certainly... Unambivalently. Ooh! Unambivalently. I'm going to give you half an ice cream for unambivalently, but it's their white stripes. You knowingly hate for Chaya. Quisling. A Quisling is a traitor, a Norwegian traitor, Slipknot. A frenemy, a friend who's an enemy at the same time. Well done, Vitali. Unambiguously hate. Yes, well done, white stripes. Ambivalent relationship. unambiguously, insidiously more. There's a couple of ice creams out there for the unambiguously's. One for Vitali, one for White Stripes, definitely. Okay, let me... Okay. Ice cream for far? No, ice cream for the unambiguously. Yes. Lovingly hate, frenemies. Okay. Holt-Lundstadt's work suggests that frenemies could be far more damaging than people you unambiguously hate. They might even damage your well-being and put your health at risk. So why do we continue to these unequivocally, good word, Dawit, well done, entertain these fake friendships, good powerhead. We form these deleterious friendships, yes, White Stripes. Keep these toxic friendships. Ice cream for toxic, Lando. Pseudo friendships. To keep these kind, yes. Fall for, yes, Yuri. Keep, well done, Victoria. These enduring friendships. To toxic for the definite. To nourish. Okay, Nourish, but yes, Peter. To pop up with these to perpetuate is a good word, Bogdan. To maintain, that's an ice cream, Julia. Maintain and toxic. Well done, Julia. These charade friendships, stick to, cultivate, enter. Why do we maintain these toxic friendships? Ice creams for Julia there. Well done, Julia. Why do we continue to maintain these toxic friendships? To stand, yes, White Stripes. Noxious. Maintain, yes, Chaya. Toxic friendship, yes, Manu. To understand this, we need to look at our social networks can have. For the most part, a lively mix of friends and was thought to be protective. Why do we keep up? Keep up is good, yes. To nurture these friendships. The impact and acquaintances, definitely. Both sound good. Acquaintances for the second one, Vitali. At the pillars of our social networks, without the can have. The effect for Dawit. The fabric are at the impact, at the root of the impact for Bogdan. Okay, so acquaintances for the second one, ice creams for White Stripes and Vitali. The consequences. Friends. Acquaintances, ice cream for Patricia as well. At the consequences. Hi, Nate. So impact, yes, various if you got impact, which is very good. For our friends and acquaintances, yes, friends and acquaintances. Good, Manu, and acquaintances. Impact and acquaintances, good, Julia. Analysing 150 published studies, Holt-Lundstadt found that strong social reduce your risk of death to about the same as quitting smoking. Social bond, good word, Yuri, very good. Social bonds for Nal and Alex. Network. Connections for Bogdan. Yeah, people you know. Connections for Powerhead. Bonds for Bogdan to about the same level. So ties, social ties is an ice cream for Peter to the same level, to the same score, to the same degree from Lando. Degree is very good for them. Extent for keyword, and that's an ice cream for keyword as well, to the same extent. So strong social ties ice cream for Peter, to the same extent, keyword ice cream for keyword, extent, that's it Patricia, to the same degree, to the same extent. Okay, and one more, and I think this is the last one. Being lonely was about twice as, to the same degree, to the same extent. Being lonely was about twice as lethal, good word Powerhead. Harmful, well done White Stripes, that's an ice cream. Harmful for Lando, well done. As detrimental, good Rainyard. As unhealthy for Nan. As dreadful for Manu. As deleterious for Peter. Harmful for Julia. As damaging for Bogdan. Detrimental for Bogdan. Deadly is a good word from Dawit. Deleterious from Patricia. Sad. Could be Victoria. Twice as deadly for Manu. Okay, here we come with the answer. Twice as dangerous for Manu. As lethal. Twice as harmful. So, ice creams for harmful. Well done all of you. I'm going to stop there for today. And you'd be right, Nate, wouldn't you? Well done, Nate. So, let's see. Next stream. Recipes for Disaster, yes, is on Tuesday, the 22nd, as dire as. Is it the 22nd? Yes, it's the 22nd. April at 10 a.m. UK time. Yeah, so thank you. Ice creams for everyone. I quite agree, Patricia. Oh no, that's keyword. Ice creams for everyone. That's lovely. So take care, Lando. Oh yes. So let's see. Thank you to Alex L. Thank you to Bogdan and Chaya. Thank you to Dawit and Julia and Keyword. Thank you to Powerhead and Lando. Thank you to Manu and Nan and Nate. Thank you to Patricia and Peter and Rainyard. Thank you to Sid and Typha and Victoria. Thank you to Yuri and Vitali and to White Stripes. Thank you to Chaya and to anyone else that I have missed on my way. Thank you, Nad. Thank you, Yuri. Thank you, Nate. So take care all on Formulaic. A video on Formulaic. I will certainly do so, Victoria. Formulaic. Let me, I can put it here next to this for now so I don't forget it. Maple ice cream and cerise amarina. Ooh, that sounds good. It was fun, so thank you all, and I'll see you next week on Tuesday. Take care and